So hello everyone, this is Siddhant, and in this video we will learn how to move your character in Unity using if commands very easily. So without wasting even a single nanosecond, let's start. So I have opened the Unity editor as you can see, and we will just quickly make a platform for our object to stand. So I will make a plane. Yeah, I think this seems correct. And I will name this plane as something like platform. Yeah, yeah. This I think this thing platform seems good. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, platform. Now we will create a 3D object, and that will be a capsule, and that will act like our player. So I've created a 3D object player. As you can see, here's a capsule. I will just put it in the air. So I'll add the rigid body component to our player. So this rigid body plays a very important role in each and every game because it just adds the real physics that is wanted by every game. And in this video, we will also use this rigid body component to move our character. So I will just quickly show you how. So as you can see, I think our graphics are done. Now we'll create a component or a new script, and we will name this thing as player move. Yeah, player move. Yeah, create an ad. Now I've created the script. Now let's quickly open it. So as you can see, our Unity editor or the Visual Studio editor has opened. I will just quickly remove the things that we don't need in this, and yeah, now we will create a new variable, and we'll just write public rigid body and RB. Yeah, and we will just close this variable with a semicolon. So make sure you just write everything as it is because the C sharp is cap sensitive, and if you just make anything, capital or non-capital, and if you do it wrong, it will just show syntax error in the console here, right here. So just quickly, and don't forget to also make write the semicolon because that's very important in Unity. So as you can see, I've named the variable RB, and here we will just make a if command. So if command is very important if you are making something like moving or anything else, because it just notifies that it this thing in the if command will only happen if a certain condition is reached or it takes place. So inside this you'll write if input um yeah if input dot get key, and now we will make more brackets, and inside this we will write the key inside those double quotes. Suppose we need W. Now we will make two curly brackets and press enter. As you can see, this is the basic structure of a if command, and here as you wrote input.getKW, inside this we will write what will happen if we get the input from user W key. Now we will write RB dot add force brackets, and we'll write force 0 comma 0 comma something like what about 2, not 2020, or let's write 2022, the year. Okay, now let's close this with semicolon, and now we will just quickly save this. We will go to Unity, and once you load this in the script, you will see something as RB here. So make sure you drag your player in this. So we have just told the script that whenever means these code, this if command, everything refers to the player. Now let's check if this works. So for checking, we will just quickly press the play button, and now if we press W, and as you can see, this just went from here like flying off. But it's very fast and we don't want it to move very fast. So what should we do to move it like normally? So for that we have to just in that script we made, we will just copy this thing, Control C. Now I'll just press enter, Control V. Yeah, here's a new if command. Just this side. Yeah, this is simple. Oh, I think this is out of the void update thing. So make sure whatever you write in this, it should be inside this void update, because void update just basically means after every frame. So now here we will write S, yeah, and we'll just change this 2022 minus 2022. Yeah, so I think now everything is okay. Now we just okay, let's do one thing. Let's make another variable. So now we will just quickly make a variable and we'll name it as flow. Oh yeah, and we'll name it as float, and like we can name it as forward movement. Yeah, and just it is equal to I think it is very fast. So let's do it something 100f. Let's try 100f and make sure that this f thing. Yeah. Now let's make another variable and we'll just copy this thing for that thing also. Control C, just Control V, and instead of forward movement, we will write backward movement. Backward movement. Yeah. Now we'll just change 100f to minus 100f. Now here let's copy forward movement. Oh, Control Z, yeah, Control C. Now here instead of 2022, we'll just control with this and we'll copy backward movement also. So why am I doing this? Because if we do this thing, then it will be more easy for us to understand the code, because I've just assigned the variable for it. And now we just save this and just go into Unity. Okay, so it's showing me an error. Oh, what happened? Oh my god. When does this thing happen? No need to worry, we'll just write the name again. But I don't know how did this happen. If you guys know it, just pin that time when this happened in the comments. Now here, let's just Control C and Control V here, and just save this. Now let's save this and go to Unit. Now as you can see, there is nothing here, nothing console. So the console has a friendly, or we can say enemy relationship with us, because it always tells us our mistakes, and that can be helpful also, but sometimes it's really, like like it has an enemy friendship with us. So now let's check if our queue or the capsule, the player moves perfectly. Let's check. So once we enter the play mode, now as we enter the play mode, let's just start pressing W. As you can see, it just goes flying off and it's still very fast. So let's just change this thing from here. Yeah, let's just try to change this, and we'll just change the forward movement to like something. What about 20? Yeah, 20 seems better, and I don't know if this thing is good or not. Not 120, 20. Control S. Let's check in Unity. Let's just enter the play mode. Enter the play mode. Now let's check. Okay, this is not too fast, but yeah, it is okay. But as you can see, this thing is like, rolling, and that does not seems correct. Oh yeah. So let's change that. So for that we have to freeze the rotation. Then the rigid body, you will see constraints, and this you can just freeze the rotation X, Y, Z. Now let's check. So now I think it should work because you have freeze the rotation and the thing will not move now. Okay, as you can see, this is just perfectly aligned. We can move this perfectly, and yeah, this is good. Now let's just make the sideways movement too. So to make the sideways movement, I will just copy these both and just paste them here. If we get key, instead of W we'll write A, and instead of for, let's make another variable. Let's do one thing, and for that we'll just make it float, or let's make suppose right movement. Yeah, no spaces in the variables. Yeah, movement. Yeah. Oh, E. Yeah. Now let's do this thing and 20F, and let's close this. Okay, so this seems correct, and now I'll just copy this variable. Okay, let's copy this, space this right here, and instead of right movement we'll just quickly change to left movement and change it minus 20f to minus 20f to minus 20f. Now let's save this. Oh, before saving, oh, I forgot one thing. I just want to change this. So let's write D, and let's just change this thing to 0. And in the X, we will just copy this right movement, Control C, and here we will just paste that right movement. Just quickly copy left movement. Oh, what happened? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Control C, and here we will just quickly make this 0. So here 0, Control V. Yeah, I think everything seems correct. WSDS. Oh, not S. I think so. WSAD. Yeah, A. Now let's save this. Let's go into Unity. Now once it will load at the starting, because the Unity just takes time to just read the scripts and whatever changes you made. Now let's enter the play mode quickly. Now I think this object will move sideways also. So now we press the A. As you can see, yeah,
Nice.
this thing just seems perfect. And let's do one thing. Now let's select our main camera. Let's just in the play mode, and let's just place it somewhere like we can see our thing move perfectly, our object. Okay, now let's move it here. Yeah, this thing seems perfect. Now let's enter the play mode. So yeah, I think now our moving thing is done. Yeah, as you can see,
No,
our object
God!
moves and it also fails. Yeah, so I think by this you can make many platformer games or many kind of games, because this is almost created by every game. So guys, I think that's it from this video. Hope you guys like the video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more notifications and more nice videos like this. And I think bye bye.